add spices to your work, but don't lie. When you wake up today, you read it again and you're like, all this information would add an oomph to your application. Do not start late. I'm levitating, I feel ecstasy when you whisper nakupenda. Within you put for this your love. This song is stuck in my head and it's living rent free. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sichua. Welcome to the family. If you're a returning subscriber, hey, I see you. Thank you so much for coming back. So today I'm going to share with you my SOP that got me admission to Western Michigan University to study Masters in Public Administration. I'll also share with you some do's and don'ts in writing your SOP so that you can get the perfect SOP that will give you admission to your dream school. If you're interested in watching this video, don't forget to watch to the end. Share this video with all your friends and loved ones and tell them that IKEA has posted another video. Don't forget to like and leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you have any further questions, you can also leave them in the comment section. And if I can answer it, I'll definitely answer that to the best of my ability. So let's get right into the video. So I know that statement of purpose or statement of intent, as other people call it, is sometimes difficult for people to write. I also had a difficult time when I was trying to write one because I just didn't know where to start. That was my problem. So I felt like sharing this with you. So grab your books and your pens and let's jot some things down. And I hope that at least you can pick a few pointers from here. Just a little disclaimer, I am in no way or form an expert in writing statement of purpose or statement of intent. I am just sharing my experience with you and I hope that you pick a thing or two from it. Please do not use the exact statement of purpose that I wrote for your application because I know there's a way they are able to check for plagiarism. So kindly do not use the exact statement of purpose. So to begin, so a statement of purpose basically is an important document in your application process which explains to the graduate committee who you are, your academic background, your professional background, why you want to study that particular program and why you want to study it in that particular university, and also why you stand out and why they should give you an opportunity to study that program in that particular school. And so it's usually between 500 to 600 words unless it has been specified by the university. So some universities specify how exactly they want you to write the statement of purpose. So you cannot use a generic statement of purpose to write for all the schools. I've put down a few don'ts that you should try as much as possible to not do whilst you are writing your statement of purpose or statement of intent or letter of intent. It basically means the same thing. So the first don't is don't use a typical quote or cliche introduction. So whilst we were growing up, we were told that when you're writing any form of essay or letter, you're supposed to use a catchy quote or a quote from a renowned person or something like that so that it would catch the attention of the person reading the letter, right? In as much as you want to grasp the attention of the person reading the document, you should not sound cliche, you should not sound generic, you should stand out, you should personalize your document so that you are able to stand out from the lot. Okay. The second don't is don't use one SOP for all the schools you're applying to. So for the school, for instance, I was applying to several schools. If you have watched my other video, you'd see that I applied to 4 schools in Canada and applied to 4 schools in the United States as well. So you can use one SOP for this school and use it for another school. So for instance, I applied to public administration in Western Michigan University and I applied to the same public administration in University of Regina, right? But I cannot use the same SOP for both schools. Every school has exactly what they want you to include in the SOP. In University of Regina, they have a particular format they want you to use to answer the questions for the statement of purpose. This is basically what the University of Regina template looks like. So you cannot use this template for every school. So the third don't is that do not start late. I can't stress on this enough. Do not start late because What happens when you start late is that you rush and you do not read through your documents. If you can just write a paragraph a day, fine. Reflect on your academics. You can use like a month to write your statement of purpose, because it is not the time that matters. It is the quality of the document you are submitting that matters. So please take your time. Just put everything you have in your head on a paper, right? And then just when you wake up today, you read it again and you're like, I need to change something on it. You just take that section off, add another section, just do addition and subtraction here and there. And I'm sure that by the time you are ready to submit your application, you would have a perfect document that would give you admission to your dream school and to your dream program. Okay, so now let's go to the do's. What you want to be doing to get the admission to your dream school. The first thing that I always say is to research. I cannot stress on research enough. If you want to study Masters in Public Administration in a particular school, you can just start with a Google search. So maybe you can write statement of purpose of Masters in Public Administration. Just Google it. There are so many samples online, but mind you, do not use somebody's SOP as yours. Another thing is that if you want to study, let's say MPA in University of Regina or MPA in Western Michigan University, when you go to the website has enough information that you need. Go to the website, right? Just type the name of the school and the program you want to study. They will give you what the program is about. They usually have a description of what the program is about if you want to have a fair idea of the program you want to study. They even have courses that they will be teaching on that particular program. So you would see the various, if you want to do MPA, for instance, you have to do economics, you have to do public finance, you have to do this, you have to do that. They usually have all these information on the website. You can pick some keywords from the website, incorporate that in your essay, and they will know that you've done your research, you know what you're talking about. And also when you go to the website will tell you whether your program is a thesis-based or a course-based. For thesis-based programs, you would want to go to the school's website, look for a particular lecturer whose research areas aligns with yours. You can mention the names of the lecturers whose research areas aligns with yours, and that can show to the person who is reading a document that you have done your research and you know a particular person that you want to work closely with. You should always have in mind that your transcript from your undergraduate university is also a good tool you can use. So pick your transcript, right? Go through the transcripts, look at the particular courses that you did. If you want to do business administration, right, and you've done courses like economics or calculus or something like that, you can mention that in your SOP and say you have done so and so course and that relates directly to this program, and because of that you have foundational knowledge in that area, right? So don't forget to always go back to your transcript and use that document to your advantage. So you can also include a particular format of the course, right? So in some schools, that's why I always say go to the school's website, because they've written that, okay, this program has 2 semesters of coursework and 1 semester of co-op. Co-op is the opportunity for students to work in school at the same time. So the school will give you a placement and then you just go and study whilst you are still a student. So you can also include that, okay, you are interested in that program, you are motivated to do that program because of the co-op option that it has. So some schools also call it practicum. So you are excited to join this program because of the 2 weeks practicum that it offers to students who are willing to study and gain practical experience in their field. Ensure that you go to the website and look at the format of the program itself. So is it a 1-year program, and what does it entail? Is it only coursework, or it has some specs here and there? Does it have opportunities for internship or not? All this information would add an oomph to your application, so don't forget to do that. You should also talk about your strengths, right? So don't sell yourself short. If you've done a volunteering activity somewhere, if you've worked in an organization somewhere where you were an administrative secretary, or don't belittle yourself. Don't feel like this particular experience will not matter. You never know. Just put all your valuable You've put all your valuable experience in the SOP and link it to the program. If you have done any form of research, make sure to include it. I, for instance, when I was applying for the program, I was like, oh Lord, I don't have any experience in research. I've done no research in my life. And then I sat down and I realized that, wait, as part of my undergraduate degree, I did research. Even though it wasn't a personal research, I did it with a group, but I contributed to the research. So don't sell yourself short. Include all the research you have done. If you did your undergrad, I know for sure that in Ghana, most of our universities would ask you to do dissertation or thesis before you graduate. Include it, like add spices to your work, but don't lie. Don't lie. Experience that you got from doing your national service, it's an experience. Add it to your SOP. What's your role? Were you a coordinator? Were you the one? Sometimes you don't have the names for it, but the roles that you played shows that you were a coordinator. So you have experience in project coordination. You have experience in project management. You know, these are big names, but when you go down, you know that the roles you played relate to those roles. So go back, think back. Think back on your experiences. Don't think that, oh, you just finished undergraduate education and you don't have any form of, professional background or professional experience, That is not an excuse. No, during undergrad vacation, you all did attachment. You did attachment at so company. What were you doing there? Include all your experience. No experience is little. Volunteering, national service, internship or attachment, every experience counts. If you also have any form of credentials, if you've written any professional exam before, include it, because you don't know what they might be looking for. Okay, so now let me read the statement of purpose that gave me admission to Western Michigan University to study Masters in Public Administration. Let's go. Where is it? Okay. It's here. I'm going to read it out to you guys. So statement of purpose, the title is statement of purpose and your name. Simple. Don't go and write any plenty things. Don't make the document lengthy. It's not your own that will come and take all their time. They are very busy people. Don't write things that are not necessary. Keep it succinct, keep it concise, go straight to the point. Okay, so from my experiences and education, I have come to realize that there is a huge gap between policies made and how it directly impacts the lives of those they were made for. Before my tertiary education, I had little interest in policy making and public administration in general. But as I commenced my bachelor's degree, my interest grew further in the study of some challenges policymakers and administrators face globally in implementing policies. I believe my background in political science serves as a solid base for my desire to pursue a master's in public administration. As part of my education, I studied and excelled in public administration and public policy in my third year of study. As a result, I have a foundational knowledge in public administration, bureaucracies, leadership, and public policy analysis. I intend to build on this knowledge I have in public administration at Western Michigan University. The structure of the program provides me the opportunity to gain different intellectual perspectives on issues of governance and administration, as well as public finance. Studying at Western Michigan University is a great opportunity to experience diverse cultures as well as gain academic excellence in business innovations. The university's outstanding performance in research over the years has been significant, and I believe I will greatly benefit from the variety of research options available. During my undergraduate degree, I acquired analytical research skills, which I used in conducting research as I employed both qualitative and quantitative research methods in writing my dissertation on the role of the media in strengthening democracy. My brief time in the public sector has motivated me to pursue an academic and professional career in public administration. Through my experiences, I have realized that there are several factors affecting the effective implementation of policies and budget allocation in most countries around the world. I fervently believe that this issue can be remedied with extensive analytical research targeting the various factors that affect formulation, implementation, and allocation of budget. My quest to seek for a definite solution to these problems significantly fueled my dream to gain a master's degree in Western Michigan University. The knowledge, skills, and experience I will gain from the university can significantly improve my attractiveness in the employment sector. The 5 core courses offered would enable me to acquire the requisite knowledge on the various theoretical foundations of public administration, as well as an in-depth knowledge in administrative functions and responsibilities. I am elated about the program's optional concentration, which allows students to choose a field of specialization. I intend to pursue the public management concentration because it focuses on public sector management, public budgeting, and accounting. The internship option would also enable me to apply the knowledge acquired to real-world problems. To this end, the opportunity to study Masters in Public Administration at the Western Michigan University would not only be a fulfillment of a long-term dream, but also grants me the opportunity to interact and exchange ideas with intellectuals in the field like Dr. Vincent so and others who have matching research interests as mine. I am confident that Western Michigan University is the next step in attaining my goal as a policy analyst. So if you do it like this, you mention your past experience, you mention why the school stands out to you, you mention a particular lecturer you intend to work with, and the reason why you want to work with that particular lecturer. You also mention the courses that the program has to offer. You mention the reason why the internship option in the program would be beneficial to you. You know, you go into details and you mention all these things. You mention some courses you have studied in your undergraduate program. You add all these things, and then they will know that you have researched, you have done your due diligence, you have researched into the program, and you know what you are talking about. If you just go and use any buga thing, and also do not use the same SOP as mine, because they will catch you. Me, I will not be there. I'm just sharing my SOP with you so that you can have a fair idea of how to structure yours, the things to include and what not to add to it. It's just a brief sample of how I wrote mine and how you can also use your personal experience. Don't forget to personalize your SOP. Deep dive into your personal experiences, your academic experience, professional experience, and use that as great points to write your SOP. And trust me, you will come out with a very, very unique SOP specifically for you. So if you have watched the video from beginning to the end, I have shared my SOP with you. I've given you the apple. I've given you all the pointers. I've given you everything you need to know to write the perfect SOP to get admission to your dream school, to your dream program like I did. And you have not subscribed. You think it's good? Like, ask yourself, you think it's good? Anyway, don't forget to share this video with all your friends and loved ones. Tell them to come join this amazing family. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.